went in two different cars. The way here, I brought some other kids with me. Some of the kids with me in the car. But now, since I have two stops on the way, I'm all by myself. Passing by where the hotel was, so that's one big miler for us. Compared to Monster Bash, which again, that's our pilgrimage place. So to get from Monster Bash to Squirrel Hill to get something kosher, right? It's a schlep. It's about a half hour. This from here, which is Hunts Valley, down to Pikesville, the Michigan, and certainly Pikesville, such as the South Sterker. It's a real famous place. The Baltimore area, the Baltimore suburbs, Jewish suburbs of Baltimore, are very, very Heimish. Whereas in Pittsburgh, when you have, I'm saying, you have Litvish, you have Lubavitch, and you have modern Orthodox. But here you have Litvish, Lubavitch, modern Orthodox, and like a Heimish Hasidish, like you have Rabbi Tov and a few other Stramlich. I don't know if there are any Stramlich left in Pittsburgh. After Zion, there must be at least one Stramlich in Pittsburgh. I don't know. Well, I know a guy, a Stramlich, who's in Pittsburgh. I don't know if he still is a Stramlich. But anyway, it's only 15 minutes from where the hotel driving, 15, 20 minutes from the hotel to the Michigan, and there's a lot more options, more restaurants, bigger selection. A 7 Mile Market years ago, I thought maybe I might need to eat Matzah Neder, but I was like, it's been more than a decade, probably 12, 13 years since that Maisa, and I said I didn't want to come back again. But the Irish is a Moichel sign, not Moichel them, so the Irish is Moichel them. Well, anyway, so here we are. We had a good lunch at Dougie's. Dougie's, I used to go to Cloves in Queens, so don't go out to eat very much. So anyway, the hotel was very nice, and the shows were nice. It's just I wish the screen there was bigger. That's one thing, and I know some other people have said that. And lecture hall has been too big for at least the lectures I went to. I only went to 2 lectures, and we watched 2 movies and didn't watch the whole movies. So it was, and then we walked around, and we also didn't really get to talk to the celebrities. There were very fine celebrities there. We missed Bob Eubanks. He left already. He's going to be at Chiller though, so maybe we should hop around go to Chiller. I don't know. Although I'm going to be away that weekend, I think. So maybe we make it back in time to see. And so what did we watch? There was we got I daven, and then we were going to watch the movie, and after the movie have a Suda. The movie was Jason the Argonauts, and one of the actresses from Jason the Argonauts was there. Again, I didn't really talk to any of the celebrities. That would have been nice to talk to. She was in a lot of the Three Stooges. She was I'm trying to remember the name now. She was in Twilight Zone, I think. Anyway, the other. So, like I said, the kids got, I stayed until like the last of the kids left Jason Argonauts, and I kept falling asleep. And, I have a DVD, so I watch it all the time. went back. We had the Suda, and then we that there would be a question and answer, and then a movie of the 1980 Flash Gordon. And I never saw that. I saw the original Flash Gordon in the 30s. And the guy who played Flash Gordon, he was there. His Q&A was very interesting. I don't remember his name now. The guy, I know it wasn't Buster Crabbe, right? He's been dead for a while. Here we are. Anyway, so my one daughter went to Star Wars. I said, this is the remake of Flash Gordon. Came out after Star Wars. So we watched it, but we were both falling asleep. My daughter said, let's go back. So we went back, and we went to sleep at night. I got up early at davened Shabbos morning, made Kiddush, and then I was very tired throughout the day. So we went downstairs. I wanted to do some lectures, watch videos. The kids want to walk around in the vendor room, and we can't buy anything, and it's going to be closed Sunday. Then we found out, like I said, there was another show today, so we did that. And then we walked around, talked to people. A lot of people understood it, Shabbos, everything. That's the funniest thing is so there's this guy there. He was a caretaker for another celebrity who was nifter this year, a Yiddish celebrity, and he grew up frum. And I know some people feel like it's not very frum of me to go to these conventions on Shabbos, but so I feel like here. And this is Kiruv by example, right? Because there were Jewish people there. They saw us, they knew we were Shomer Shabbos, right? So this guy, he asked me, how are you here? So we stayed in the hotel. What do you mean? So it shows you can have fun and still be frum, because this guy, he grew up frum, and he was bageling me, You know what's called bageling? Bageling is when I saw him Friday also, and he got a new old celebrity to take care of. So this guy, I guess he's like a gabbai for old celebrities, So, and I wanted to talk to him about the celebrity who died, and I'd asked him if they had a rabbi for the Vaya, and I said I would have liked to have been there. He said his stepdaughter found the rabbi, but he said it would have been nice to have a real rabbi, right? And then he was like, I thought this guy was mad at me because he unfriended me on Facebook. Now I'm not even on Facebook, so I'm hoping to get back. But anyway, so we, so then my son was there, he said, how old is he? He said 9. Let me see if I can count to 9 in Hebrew. That's bageling, you know what I mean? He wants to show off, he is a Yiddish it is, he can count to 9, so he counted Echad, Shtayim, Shalosh, and then we got the Shmona, and there's an Esser, it's no Esser, it's 10, Teisha, it's not. So it's I didn't come here to see how well you count in Hebrew. I want to talk about about Larry's storage is what I want to talk about, and this is a Yiddish zaf, It's a person, he's not close to Torah, but he wants to be showing off, it's been Eid, And for me, it's a Bislam on the zaf, because that's not my approach, but my feeling is, and I also don't want to hit him over the head, you should be frum. But if I can show him, look at me, I'm here with my family. I didn't wear my shtreimel down into the room there, even though it wouldn't matter. People were dressed like the Lone Ranger, and I was wearing a bekisha. People were dressed like Batman and whatever else. So, and have government travel, and, so anyway, but I left the shtreimel upstairs, but I wore my nice shtreimel, right? And here, right? It's still here. What did they do here? What did the kids do here? I'm not sure I got all my stuff here. There's a shtreimel, there's house and tefillin. So anyway, what was I gonna say? So, but this is Bailey. There's another guy who was mother was Jewish, and it was like, we were landsmen, because he said, yeah, they were his mother's father, they were from Pennsylvania, it was Hungary then, and now it's Romania, just like where my family's from. My Zeta side, all my yichus that we're proud of from my Zeta, and so it was a nice little thing. And then like we were talking to another guy today, and he didn't sound Jewish at all. He didn't look Jewish. And he was like, "Oh, how did you manage Shabbos here?" It's like Shana Tova. I was like, "This guy Jewish? Like I don't even know." Like I don't know if that's bageling or if that's just being nice. Like when it's Eid, it's bageling. So there was another lady there at the start. And it looked like there was another fruit family there, because there was we didn't talk to them, but there was a girl wearing a skirt, and my wife said maybe they're also from, I don't know, like some other was also wearing a skirt. So, and that's one thing we really didn't talk to a lot of people there. But so I listened to another lecture there. I liked that Flash Gordon lecture. My daughter and I were there, and then all of us were there for another lecture. And there were other lectures I would have listened to, but I was so oskamichet, I was so tired from taking the antibiotic, waiting for my ear to heal and everything. I just pretty much, I slept, and I thought, I'll be up Motzei Shabbos, go to Slichus. I was going to go to Slichus by Rabbi Tal, Motzei Shabbos, but I was too tired. Just at Slichus in the morning before davening. And I davened by myself. I didn't go to shul. It was probably more than 20 minutes, more than the day of the mill. So it wasn't much we have to go to Minyan. But there was a lecture about, it was a fellow who wrote a lot of books, history of movies and television, selling the books. And he was a humble guy. And he talked about the history of television in the 1940s and a little bit of the 1930s. And that was a very interesting lecture. He wasn't maybe the best speaker, but he wasn't a horrible speaker either. But it was an interesting lecture, and I enjoyed the lecture. And then we saw a lot of our friends from Monster Bash. Ron was there, and Frank Del Stritto, and a lot of people from Monster Bash were there. That was nice. My wife said that was her favorite part, was to see our friends from Monster Bash. And then I was going to watch, but I found that it's on YouTube. They were showing Mr. Magoo meets Dick Tracy. But none of the kids want to watch with me. I want the kids to come with me. I want to spend time with my kids. So we just sat in the hotel room and talked and hung out there. But then my oldest son, he's 9, he wanted to see Dick Tracy meets Jerusalem, even though we'd seen it before, what happened. He wanted to watch it. And I don't think he ever watched it before, but I like that movie. It's a fun movie. It has Boris Karloff. And so we watched that. And then we didn't finish watching it. It was almost over. He lost patience. So we went back up at Shamsudis, David Mariv, Avdola, and kids wanted to go swimming in the pool. I stayed up. I didn't go to the pool because I had the earache. I did go.
Welcome to Pennsylvania.
You can hear that? Welcome to Pennsylvania. I don't know how it works. Anyway, it's not Pennsylvania. The land that feeds my family, right? Well, God feeds my family, but it's Pennsylvania, right? Taxpayer, college somewhere. So anyway. What was I going to say? So they went out to the pool, they drove themselves to the pool, and before Shabbos, my wife bought some books. I bought a book from Frank Del Stritto, I bought some other books, and one was like Patty Duke, Murder Mystery or something, like based on the Patty Duke show. And quite the movies. And today, and Shlomo got some toys, I think, but anyway, Marvel show gets the comic book show for free. The comic book show would only be $6 a day. And my wife and kids spent a lot of money. The comic book show, they enjoyed that because my daughters are about comic books. And my son got a toy there. I'm going to use it for one of his movies. I don't know if anybody saw the movie that Shlomo made. I'm in it briefly. It's called Priscilla, because we have a pet, how's it called? A leopard gecko, Priscilla Rexella. That's the name of our, those things are very hardy. And she has a little fish tank in her kitchen in the dining room area. And Shlomo made a movie where she's a giant monster that attacks a movie theater. It's only, I don't know, 7 minutes long maybe. But, so we put that up on YouTube. I could probably share it if anybody wants to see it. Maybe I put it on the thing here on the YouTube. So, YouTube is ready. So, we'll see how that is. So anyway, that's the story. Going now to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I started fluent, I like to say. I'm performing a civil wedding there in the Capitol building, actually. And I'm going to make up with my government worker ID to get in. And then after that, I have a form couple also decided to be fluent. Going to sign a marriage license for a full couple. That's how it feels. It's a schlep and a half, but it's what it is. I'm like halfway to Harrisburg. That sounds like a monkey song. Oh, I'm halfway to Harrisburg. Whatever. But I'll tell you the truth. It was nice to spend Shabbos with the family, and that's really the best part of it. My kids are very well behaved. I'm thankful. I thank you for this more of them. Oh, so then don't forget, we went to Dougie's to eat, and Lord, the young man manning the cashier there, my wife said to me, "No, you look very familiar." He said his name, and I said, "Oh, I was Sarah Kedushin at your father's casa." So, the fact that I performed over 1,000 weddings, joined more than 2,000 people in marriage, it's not that strange. There's a run into. So, like I'm explaining to him, he's like, why would it not do it? Because I'm going out to do the first wedding, not the couple. He's like, why would not do it? Want a rabbi? They want a priest? I was like, no. I don't know. I just advertise I'm a wedding officiant, and that's my side hustle. So this is nice. What do you think? Amish furniture. All right. This is it. We're in Pennsylvania. So we're enjoying ourselves, but now we're going to make some money to make up to what we spent. Any questions, comments? Well, I'm not sure. I see one person's watching. Maybe more people watching later. Now I'm going to end the big live stream and get back. I like the live stream because I'm talking to them, not using up memory on my phone. And it's the corners as high as an elephant's not going to be here. Anyway, this is I guess this is the vlog. It's vlogging. I like to vlog the convention, so we're working very hard to try to put up a sukkah by Monster Bash. Really want to go to Monster Bash this year. Shem Power Takeover is going to be there. Joe Flaherty is going to be there. It's going to be a nice program. So I know Ron Chaney Jr. is going to be there. That's Ron Chaney Jr.'s grandson. Ron Chaney's great grandson. Ron Chaney Jr. And I know Schleimer said he wanted to talk to him a bit. We met him at one of the Monster Bash shows years back. And I don't know if Schleimer was there with us. I think that was the second Monster Bash we went to. So he would have only been like 3 years old then. So I might have been there though. So the car is making a funny noise. So the hotel is said no, the hotel next door said no. So the hotel across the street, we took a walk. We're gonna see if we can maybe sell to us if they're there. We gotta call them. But that's the story. A nice weekend. It wasn't like, sometimes you have like a high. This wasn't like a high. This was a nice, part of it I guess was to drive us so far. It's not, but we enjoyed, I Shabbos, I still do my public, most of my learning. I forgot my cards. I know you're not supposed to at night. Once it's Shabbos, it's London. So I caught up for the most part. I caught up now with I think today, if I'm not mistaken. And I might have to check that. Maybe I'll go over have it back in. So it's hot in this car. So thank you for watching. God bless you.